But yeah, the whole OS very reminiscent of the Commodore 64 era. And yeah, New Blood. They don't only do shooters now or publish them. Because hey, this is as far removed from a shooter as things can be.
September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
I tried to jerk off in my vehicle. Okay, that's not what the character will do, but... Alright, anyway, hello everybody, welcome to the stream of Fate, the Unholy Trinity. It's a trio of horror games that ended up being made in order to talk about the satanic craze of the 80s and 90s. It's made in a good old school Apple computer type of thing. Oh yeah, this is like a very old text-to-speech protocol that's being used. I think it's called SAM or something like that. Yeah, SAM. So yeah, if we are to be successful at doing Fate things, we might as well, you know, just do the basics. I will walk before the Lord in order to get my 3 apples. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, face demons and cast them out with the spacebar A key. Warning, the actual demons you're gonna face might not be that wimpy in real life. So, yeah, essentially, for people who haven't really known much about this game, this was made by Airdorf Games. The first 2 games ended up being self-published, but then the 3rd game as well, and the other 2 that came before that ended up all being republished afterwards by New Blood. And yeah, scan lines. You also have a whole bunch of effects that you can apply in order for your game to look different. And this, like, no, fuck off. If you play with this, like, no, you need an exorcism of your own kind. And finally, there's all of these nice backgrounds, but personally, I think that in order, like, to enhance the feeling, it's better to play with no background. That makes the game feel a whole lot scarier. And yeah, demons, not yet unlocked. Unfortunately, I have no clue yet what this entails. This might be for a feature that's yet to come, but it's not here yet. So yeah, chapter 1, 2, 3. In case that you want to, you can play all 3 chapters in one single sitting. And there is an achievement also for playing all 3 games back to back without any deaths. Who knows if I'm going to try that at some point, but right now let's start with chapter 1. Alright, start over with new game. Oh. And yeah, whenever you beat chapters, like, you also get these extra game modes, like flashlight mode, lantern mode, and I'd say let's have... Oh, yeah, and turbo. Warning, jank! But yeah, let's just confirm and play. Oh yeah, we're on our way to some place. Yep, have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. But yeah, the only thing that we know for sure is what we're about to do has not been approved by the Vatican. And yeah, you always gotta be careful about things that kinda stand out. I mean, maybe not careful, because these things are of no harms to you, but this way you get notes. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at book club. Katie and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Yep, good evening, Trigos. Thank you, Zorm. Thank you for the raid. We're playing Fate. And look at that, it's a deer. Okay. Thank you, Kefka, for So, yeah, what the fuck was that? Well, that's not something that we have any answer to yet, but let's just make sure we don't get jumped by whatever this... Okay, alright, thank you, Kazak, for the sub, thank you very much.
Yeah, prove it.
Okay, alright. Oh, thank you, Declonius Raxon, for the sub, thank you very much. Yeah, not only the woods are safe, but they also seem a little bit non-Euclidean in a certain way, I'd say.
3 pepperonis MRTIS 3 pepperonis.
Yeah, the Mortis Pepperoni. Thank you, Grumpy Old Milk, for the sub. Thank you very much. Yeah, as soon as the sub notifications are gonna be here, we're gonna read them out.
Prove it.
Hashtag no mercy.
Yeah, no mercy. So yeah, I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back toward the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I shall go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. And yeah, also if you look at here, you get a little map of your surroundings, but I'd say it's not exactly the best thing in the world. But hey, it could help you in a pinch. Sadly, nothing suspicious out of these rocks. Oh, but this will, however... Well. You're invited! Come celebrate Nathan Jason's 6th birthday! Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Direction, turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. But instead of going straight past the well, how about that we just get up? Yep, I know nothing. Yeah, it's an adventure game. A spooky one, inspired by the tale of all satanic groups and all of that thing. A public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connection to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday at 8. Whoa. Yep. No. That's okay, the deer can also act as distractions, so therefore, I feel a whole lot better. I mean, it has some unwinnable state, but it's not super anal about this. If anything, if you're gonna go on an unwinnable state, the game is going to make absolutely sure that you know about... And yeah, you might have also noticed that whatever the fuck this is getting faster every single time that we repel it. And also... yeah, what you see from screen... yeah, what you see from screen to screen doesn't also quite match from what you see... oh, I'm back all the way here. It's like... I'm back at the pool of my own tears. Thank you, Carmen94. Thank you very much. Oh, alright, there we go. Finally found something. The Martins' house lie above about 100 yards. 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway, trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the layperson. Okay, I've seen you through the window.
I go unwillingly.
Yeah, I go unwillingly. Oh, and also, this is the toilet paper graveyard. I don't know what else this could be. Bob, the kid and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problem occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Okay. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your care and return him to his home immediately. Oh, immediately. Yeah. Let's go to the diet. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome, Cardinal Gifford. Okay, so why will this monster have that note? But yeah, now that we have a key, hopefully we'll be able to go to the House of the Martins, that is, provided we find it at this point. My best way to find it will be to find the will, if I can remember where it is. Ah, okay, there it is. It's like the screens don't make a whole lot of sense in and out of themselves, but there's a somewhat specific path to follow, and if you take too long to figure it out, eventually you do get some aids. But yeah, there we go, now that we have a key. Okay, sadly there's no haunted co-track. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. Ouch. I felt for him. There was shame and guilt in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a of the attic? Okay. In a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Yeah, there we go. The family portrait, and it's haunted. Yeah, the basement attic. Yeah, and there we go, the actual portrait. It's like, even the drawings here are oh, mate! Or is it Nate? But yeah, either that, they're drawing demons.
It looks like you just subscribed.
Thank you, Stray Sign for the sub. Thank you very much. Whoa, somebody's accompanying us. Who could be behind us in the mirror?
Butts with a Z.
Yeah, ZX Spectrum could definitely be also a very worthwhile reference for this. We're doing it one at a time. And yeah, look at that, all of these toys. It's like over here, that's the... Wait, how do you call these again? It's the thing that... Oh yeah, Etch-a-Sketch. And the thing... Oh, and this, I swear, this is a freaking viewfinder. It's like, what the heck? Simon Says... I don't know what this is, and... oh god, that poor doll has no head. And this doll's head is exploded. Oh, haunted doll. Yeah, Bub must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Hammy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone. I want a cell phone instead of that crappy doll. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Yeah, that's it. Some of these notes, now that I'm reading them a little bit more carefully, I see there's typos. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. Thank you, the Adamant Archvile. Thank you very much.
Boo. Get spooked.
We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came. So I raised my crucifix and began to write again. Also, wait, that's kind of an awkward place for the bat. Oh, I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her and I just don't know why. She doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Yep, there we go. Is this a haunted toilet? Nope. It's the placement of the bathroom, and also it's a gigantic bathroom too. But yeah, it's right next to the bedroom. It's just like these people, whenever they're going to bed, they have a clear view of the bat at all time. And here, that's a portrait of the Trix rabbit eating from a spoon. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, what about the blood? We can't investigate the blood. That door's locked. So yeah, we've seen most of the place, but we haven't checked out the basement. And apparently the basement was where all of the bad things happen. Like, we cannot cleanse the plant, but we can cleanse the cradle. Oh, Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing you've seen as a missionary. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Quinbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religion. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy, about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, "No, but I have prayed to San La Muerte." He told us about a time where he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God will make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months, Layden. Alright, is this a sewing machine? I mean, it is a sewing machine, but it's not haunted. How about no? Wait, what? Okay, then I guess the basement really is haunted now. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother! Mother!" the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Okay, so I guess let's investigate
She is here.
And yeah, rotoscoping cutscenes. But yeah, we're not alone in the house. Okay. Yep, sadly this door is still not open. Unforgivable.
Mortis.
And yeah, your titular death screen in this game. Alright, let's try Amy again.
She is here.
Oh, and now it's even lower pitch. Ooh. Go, young friend. Was that what the demon said? Go, young friend. But yeah, you were wondering about the plant? No. Not everything that is in color can be exorcised. Reiterate. And yeah, this plant is also exorcism proof. Whoa! Yeah, my eye! No, the icon of sin is in Doom 2. Now you're just making stuff up.
careful.
Don't be afraid.
I heard a door open upstairs.
Okay, at least there's no more shadows following me. No, the only subtitles we get in this game is whenever you, the protagonist, talk. Yeah, I had a reflection. It's just earlier I did not walk close enough to the mirror in order to see it. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. My superior, Father Whitten, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you, that I'm sorry. John. Okay.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty?
I can't see
I have
it.
to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Alright. I said that I will help you, Amy, and I'm gonna do it the hard way. Alright, whatever, mini Satan. I can be thwarted in my quest. Yeah, I have no face and I must scream. Ooh, okay. Maybe we should try and dodge that dodge. Okay, thankfully the continue system in this game is fairly lenient. We don't really lose a whole bunch of progress. But yeah, just in case that you cannot make up what the attack is, she's dashing from the opposite direction of the ghost that you can actually subdue with the... what? Ah, okay. I was wondering for a second if what I was doing had any point. Oh, you say goodbye, I say hello. Oh yeah, now it's time for the more telegraph portion of the fight. Let's just say, Amy is kind of awkward about the idea to go away from the Satan Star. But yeah, you have to dodge all the garbage that she does around her, because otherwise she's gonna dash attack at you out of existence, and you're probably not gonna be able to dodge that one. Okay. I guess we win! I mean, it's never too obvious in this field of work. Oh, killer.
A gun with one bullet.
Yeah, it's a gun with one bullet, but this gun is actually pretty magical, because Yeah, you can do plenty of things with this gun. Like, for instance, shoot this mirror. So now, oh, we've lost the bullet. Oh, never mind, the gun is back here.
A gun with one bullet.
Oh yeah, I played this game, like, before doing the stream. Like,
A gun with one bullet.
Yep, there's plenty of endings. The other games of the series have 3 endings, but this one does have 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, hidden boss. I mean, we don't know if this is good, but hey, we've never been here in order to be in the whole. There we go. We get a note. Oh. Dear Dr. McGlashan, it has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spinell, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my affliction and have helped me find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spinell's help, I have come to accept what really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomenon, but rather the desperate action of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that since accepting the truth, my nightmare have ceased and I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointment with Dr. Spinell in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. Yep, and we're out of Satan Dimension.
A gun with one bullet.
But yeah, now it's time to get us some endings. Compared to all of the other games afterward, the first game of this, there's 5 endings and it all lies down on what you're going to do with that one bullet that you have in the gun. I mean, you say the gun has 1 bullet, but right now it's more giant cigarette whenever you hold it up and down. Because we don't see like the little sight lines of the gun and everything. Oh, it's Amy. I mean, the evil lettering on the house told me to kill her, so... Alright. I guess that's how we put things to rest. Like the rest of our walk back to the place is so awkward with the silence. Alright, there we go, it's the road. Yep, game over. Ending 1 out of 5. Murderer. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. Reportedly said, "I've killed her!" According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken into Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the wood near the now abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the... We didn't throw her out the window. That's not us. An officer who helped recover the body told reporter that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Alright, so now let's go and get some more endings. Thankfully, whenever we load, we get back to the gun. Oh yeah, the first game is very, very vague. And I'd say the other 2 chapters after that, they become progressively more and more concise. So I'd say, if you want to understand what happens in the game, eventually the game will give you answers. But the first game is kind of hard about that. Okay. I have no clue who you are, but I have a gun and 1 bullet. I figure I had nothing better to do with it. Like, no, I'm sorry, but this guy is kind of like the random-ass ending. Oh, speaking of ending, another ending potentially spotted. A deer. I mean, yeah, we can shoot the deer. Not now, but later. Yeah, I had to shoot somebody and you were around.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress.
He approves of murder.
I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Whoops. But yeah, that thing that was stalking us in the woods, it kind of got in our car and killed us. Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness is inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let up the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body. So that there may be no mistaking what I mean, I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. The photograph is missing. But yeah, apparently the thing that was stalking us into the woods is human? A human possessed by Satan or something like that. So that was a discovery. Too bad that it came at the cost of our life.
A gun with 1 bullet.
I mean, this game typically does a very good job of making you believe that, Closer to was human. Alright, let's bring our giant cigarette toward our next victim. I mean, our next ending. Because that's totally what we do into these parts. So yeah, I know there's some parts of the forest that we ended up missing out on. I just need to remember how to get to it. Now, the well is not an ending. Like, we got what we wanted from it. Alright. I mean, I know he's one of the endings, so I might as well go for it. Some people hunt for sport, I do it because I'm insane. Whoa, my shirt.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge.
Pre-simulator!
My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Whoops. Thank you, Catsword, for the raid. Oh my god, the timing. Whoop. Yep, game over. Ending 4 out of 5. The Hunter. Yeah, the Hunter became the Haunted. That ending didn't really have much to do with anything, but hey. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this was probably the work of coyote. Police also noted that parts of a clean white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Yep, we've been Oregon trailed. But yeah, we only have one other bad ending to go before we can finally think about finishing this chapter correctly.
Done with one bullet.
Also, you cannot psych me. I did not write this game. Oh yeah, what the fuck? What's that quote? Yeah, any game you've played, you've clearly written. My influence is absolutely bigfold. Cause yeah, when we were looking in the woods last time, we ended up missing out on something. But I just can't remember where it is. Yep, it's supposed to be an old-looking game. Ah, okay, yeah, there it is. We did not find it the last time. It's an upside-down pentagram. And if you touch it before, you get a low-fi voice that says, Chaos Ring. Okay, I guess let's shoot the offering. It's like shooting things right over an inverted pentagram. Absolutely nothing bad can possibly happen. And yeah, by the way, don't walk in the middle of the road, because eventually there's going to be a truck that will pop out on the road. Right, I will say of the Lord. Nope. Oops, we've summoned Satanists. Yep, ending 3 out of 5, The Offering. Hello, Amy. I am sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people not to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult and you are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We are having a get-together at the clinic Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there. Gary. Yep, the first of many references toward a very mysterious person called Gary.
With one bullet.
Alright, and now time for the final ending. As you've seen, all of the previous endings that we've seen so far have all been dead ends. So far, this gun has done nothing but bring us misery, so let's just see if we can just walk away from the site of the exorcism that we attempted to perform, and hopefully that's gonna be it for that. Whoa. Okay.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
And my
God,
truck.
in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon Him, therefore will He deliver me. I shall call upon Him and He will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
Yep, we attempted an exorcism, and then finally we shot whatever the fuck that was, only to have it being run over by a truck. And that's how fate endures. So yeah, that's the right ending for this first chapter of the game. Yeah, police animal expert investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist. I first read by a terrorist. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and part of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were of some kind of animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owner or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation will not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appeared in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Alright. So now we're finally done with chapter 1.